Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribble from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance. Even more roasted fish. Still trying to get used to that smell of char.
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom?
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh, fuera! I told you drifters before, rum don't grow on trees. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters. The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
My basket is flowing over.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some futile attempt at competition? As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits.
Ain't perfect, but what is?
See what slander Edvard prints in bright sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so...
He twists every article in his favour at our and father's expense. Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased. Now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
Fresh this morning by yours truly. Can't beat a humble spud.
We are running low on timber, but there's plenty in the ruins. We should clear some to help enough to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest and maybe wet their whistles.
You reached a new milestone.
Timber. Very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
I'll do.
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was... Pay me now, or sell...
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death. Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to... Seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
Ready to repay my charity? Don't think you're finished. I loathe the reek of lanolin. But...
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent Everybody on board? Good.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard, but for now, let's at least house those workers.
Thank your loving kindness.
Dream of wide blue horizons? Apply within. It's every person's right to change their mind.
There ain't enough of us.
Tell me you've managed something. Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For...
You reached a new milestone.
dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway. Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak.
Watch your fingers, lads. We lack the requisite material.
You reached a new milestone.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Please don't leave your crate unattended, sir.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
A fire broke out.
Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
The fire left ruins behind. Workforce shortage.
Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an imposter.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
It cannot be. These names are those father trusted.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to...
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, even I am astonished he could be this...
He certainly knows how to silence his critics.
You will not spoil my plans with your tardiness.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in...
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question. Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
You're the example to us all.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
So you build ships like your father. Well, the Queen is in the direst need. Supporting her will...
A commission for the Royal Fleet! And in such quantity! A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we?
There's a charitable heart in there. I'm sure of it.
Workforce shortage. Ship constructed.
New orders?
Day followed day of dreary drudge.
Perhaps you are a dragon among mortals. Some people fish, others disturb the water. We're taking every care.
better doing this by hand.
I've no complaint.
We need more farmhands.
One final look. To meet our patron is utterly humbling. If there is anything I can do, anything really, of course, you know what's best.
You gained an influence bonus. Workforce shortage.
I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through. Perhaps not refined enough for your sister, but...
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise. father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
Production has stopped.
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you!
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's Peachy Island in the New World to some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth, just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal.
I want to look after everyone.
I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here is beyond redemption.
I'd do anything to dodge Mr. Bleakworth's treadmill, but no, I'm not.
Samuel Goods, engineer? Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
That's the least I'm due for my suffering. He is ready for transportation. Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants.
He's here. Try to make a good first impression, elders.
So, I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold. I don't know what you're trying to achieve here. Mining for you, mining for Eli. What's the difference? Bright Sands will never be matched, if that's what you're set on.
brings you here, Master?
I'm still waiting for the boom.
Workforce shortage.
It's all right, this, isn't it?
Workforce shortage.
We're fed, at least. Oh, we're in a good spot.
Workforce shortage.
You're tying the knot. Never.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
My apologies. That was indeed impressive. Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
A special edition for a special happening. This makes everybody happy.
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
We assist however we may.
You've got our interests at heart.
Be there tonight, the Union meeting.
How do?
There was a chance while your father still lived. No use dragging it out now he's gone.
I'm a happy person, you're a happy person. We don't even have to trade. It's just in case. Why so mean?
You are trying, at least. I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
Stand to attention for the boss.
The people celebrate your leadership.
The causeway remains at high tide. though it cannot be seen.
There is no shame in producing weapons if it is in defense of the realm, eldest.
We've run out of gabbins. No slacking.
I could simply go to press. Of course, you know what's best.
Oh no, how unspeakably awful.
Oh, Caesar!
Look sharp, the governor's here.
I find myself looking up to you, as the youngest often will.
I'd never have put a halfpenny on it.
I'm starting to wonder if you can't turn things around.
Running faster than usual.
We've run out of gabbins.
Once we're done here, we can back some others.
New unionism is our future.
Us filings swept into an iron tide. The rattle of the workers. Freedom and...
Gorgeous! We're taking every care.